Welcome to the Pharmacist's Voice podcast, where we talk about pharmacy topics, including drug pronunciations. I am your host and Ohio pharmacist, Kim Newlove. We are talking about Januvia today, and this is episode 296. What is Januvia? Along with diet and exercise, Januvia treats type 2 diabetes in adults. We don't cover the pharmacology here, we just do drug pronunciations, so let's dive into the pronunciation of Januvia first, and then we'll go with the generic name, which is Sitagliptin second. Most brand name drugs have 2 or 3 syllables, but Januvia has 4. They are jah, like justice, new, like a new car, v, like the letter in the alphabet, v, and which is a sound that I sometimes make when I'm trying to think of what I'm going to say next. Put that all together and you get Januvia. Emphasize new. See if you can hear the emphasis when I say it again. Januvia. I got my information from the FDA's website. The written pronunciation is in the medication guide for Januvia on the FDA's website. I've got a link to that in the show notes for episode 296 on thepharmacistvoice.com. Now, if you'd like to hear some scientists say Januvia, you're in luck. There is a link to a YouTube video in the show notes on thepharmacistvoice.com. It is a TED Talk about the discovery of Januvia, which I find fascinating. The speakers say the drug name at least twice in the first 2 minutes of the video. The whole video is only 17 minutes long, so if you'd like to watch the whole video, have at it. Let's move on. The generic name is Sitagliptin. Sitagliptin also has 4 syllables. They are sit, like you sit on a chair, which is the short A sound in the word adoption, glip, which rhymes with flip, and tin, like the metal, tin. Put that all together and you get Sitagliptin. Emphasize sit and glip. Glip gets the most emphasis. See if you can hear that emphasis when I say it again. Sitagliptin. What's my source? My source is the USP Dictionary Online. The USP Dictionary Online is a subscription-based resource, and it is my favorite resource for generic drug name pronunciations. There is no dictionary for brand names, only generic names. By the way, that YouTube video about the discovery of Januvia also includes the pronunciation of Sitagliptin. So you'll hear some scientists say Sitagliptin. Again, that's in the first 2 minutes of the video. But if you want to watch the whole thing, 17 minutes. There you go. All right, let's review. We talked about the pronunciations of Januvia and Sitagliptin today. I broke both drug names down into syllables, told you which syllables to emphasize, and then I shared my sources. The written pronunciations are in the show notes, and that's all I have for you today. This has been one of the shortest episodes in my drug pronunciation series. I feel like I'm getting off work early, and I guess if you're a learner, you're getting off work early too. Thanks for joining me today to learn how to say Januvia and Sitagliptin. To find the show notes for this episode, go to thepharmacistvoice.com, click on the podcast tab, and search for episode 296. In the show notes, you'll find the written pronunciations for both drugs, Januvia and Sitagliptin. You'll also find a link to that YouTube video about the discovery of Januvia, a link to the medication guide for Januvia on the FDA's website, a link to the USP Dictionary Online, links to the other 38 episodes in this drug name pronunciation series, my social media links, and more. LinkedIn's my favorite. Feel free to reach out to me and connect. If you are looking for a medical narrator for your project, I can help you out. Please go to thepharmacistvoice.com, hit the contact tab, leave me a message. I am a pharmacist, a voice actor, and a podcast host. I specialize in medical narration. If you know someone who would like to learn how to say Januvia and Sitagliptin, kindly share this episode with them. And if you know somebody who would enjoy this pronunciation series, also share all of the episodes with them as you listen to them in the future. Go ahead and subscribe to or follow the Pharmacist's Voice podcast on your favorite podcast player and YouTube to get each new episode right when it comes out. Thanks for listening today. I'll talk to you next week.